Hi, this is Eric. I'm coming to you today with a message that I want to send to everybody out there. I want to talk to you today about going through trials and tribulations. Yes, we go through these trials. We go through trials and tribulations depending on the circumstances you're going through, whether it's loss of a job, trouble in your marriage, trouble with your children, or dealing with a parent that's not in good health, you could say, or any other things that you're going through, or watching a family member tear itself apart because of addictions. Whatever the problem is, whatever you're going through, God is there. Yes, sometimes you feel like there's no end in sight, but God is there. Sometimes you feel like you're about to lose something, but you're not because God is there. The main key in this whole thing is that you don't give up in this life. You don't give up in life. You don't stop praying. You continue to pray with your prayers. God hears your prayers. God sees your tears. And I know we want it like that, the snap of a finger. But to be honest with you, it doesn't always work that way. God wants us to be patient. God wants us to be patient, and He knows the situation, but He wants us to be patient. The hardest part is this, to those people that are looking for jobs right now. Yes, you're applying for jobs because you got laid off or you were terminated, what have you. Yes, it's hard. You're sending in resumes. You're updating your resume. You're putting in trying to put in people that could refer you. Okay, yeah, but the hardest part is being passed over for somebody else. They're passing you over for other candidates. You feel like you feel like, hey, I'm being left out, or I'm being discriminated upon because of my age, or because of my experiences. And it's like, why are you hiring somebody that has experience, or I'm sorry, that doesn't have any experience when I have experience and my expertise is in this, or in that subject or in that field, Yeah, we all go through that. Well, think of Jesus Christ. His job was to preach, and he had a great expertise. He had great talents, and you name it, everything. But they kept rejecting him because nobody wanted him. So if you feel like nobody wants you, just remember where Jesus stands. If you feel that no one wants to listen to you, just remember where Jesus stood. Jesus stood in the same situation that you are in. I know times are hard, times are tough, but stay positive. Always stay positive. I'll give you one example of somebody who went through even the worst hardships more than anything. Because if you think you got it bad, if if any of you have ever seen the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, remember Chris Gardner. Chris Gardner went through the most worst situations of his life. Always fighting with his wife, fighting, over childcare, fighting over everything. Yet he was trying to make it big into this world, trying to get his family out of poverty, trying to get his family into a better life. Well, his wife walked out on him. She took off on him. Why? Because she didn't believe in him. She didn't believe in him. Those that don't believe in us, that think we're never going to make it in this life, you know what? They're the ones that never did. And the ones that never made it in this life are the ones that stood behind, are the ones that were left behind and never succeeded anywhere. Chris Gardner had to go through the worst before it got better. Just keep in mind about one thing. When we go to interviews, you know, yeah, you want to look presentable. You want to fit the part, look right. You're not only trying to impress them, you're trying to impress yourself. But here's the thing: if you remember the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, why was it that Chris Gardner went in with a torn pair of jeans and a members only jacket with an undershirt, a little bit of paint there and there? Well, because unfortunately he had gotten out of jail for failing to pay parking tickets. Okay, he had to pay his parking tickets, but unfortunately they wouldn't let him out until the check cleared, and he had to go to an interview. But here's the thing: he went to the interview, here's the question: why did they give him the job? Was it based on how he was dressed or how he looked? No. None of those two don't fit the part as to why they gave him the job. The reason why they gave him the job is based about the way he presented himself. It's how he presented himself, how he shook the hands, how he was there to show the world that he was hungry. Yes, we're trying to show the world we're hungry, but no matter what, there's still going to be people out there that are going to turn us away, that don't want nothing from us. Because what was one of his biggest struggles he was faced with? He was selling those bone density machines, and he was out there selling. He was out there trying to make the millionaire mindset. But what happened? They weren't buying nothing from him. But it was towards the end that they were finally buying those machines from him. It was in the end that he finally got the job after being an intern for quite a while. Chris Gardner never gave up. And you must never give up. Regardless, never ever give up. You must never give up. Don't ever give in. When you feel like times are hard and tough, don't give up. Keep praying. Keep asking God. Sit down with God. Take your frustrations out of God. I mean, it's not like you hate him. I know you don't hate God. You love God. I love God. But when situations arises and you don't know what to do, you keep asking God for a solution. You keep asking God for help. Sometimes you feel like he's not helping you, but he is. God is helping you out there. God is there. It's just that he's working behind the scenes. So no matter what you go through in this life, don't give up. Okay? Yes. And for those who study, trying to take tests and you're not passing those tests, well, guess what? You keep going. And if other people are saying, oh, I'm going to get pissed off if you don't pass this one, well, you know what? Get pissed off. Get pissed off. You're not the one taking the test. I am. Maybe God is trying to show me that in this life you continue testing until you get it right. If you're struggling, just keep taking the test. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Not everybody's an Einstein, and not everybody's going to get it right the first time. Some people, don't pass the first time. Others don't pass the second time. But the third time can be a charm. Some people don't pass at all. Well, the only thing I'm going to tell you is this: don't give up. Keep studying. Keep focusing on that millionaire mindset. But before you focus on that millionaire mindset, focus on God first. God first, everything else second place. Never ever put anything before God. Pray to God. Love God. Pray the rosary or whatever faith you practice. Pray. Never ever give up praying. This is your only way in this life. Don't give up. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.